Hello, my name is Brian. I've been homeless once before for about a month. I spent the time in my friend's car due to the fact of getting hit with COVID. And during that time, I've been at the hut. I spent about 7 months at the hut, just about close to a year between going in and out of the hut. The hut is a place for homeless people. It's like a shelter. They charge $7 a day, but you get food and whatnot. It's a good place, good environment, good staff members. I got to know them all very well. Well, consisting the situation with the COVID and everybody not being allowed to be out on the streets and that, yeah, because I called all the shelters in Montreal, just about every place. I called Joliet. And because I don't speak enough French, they wouldn't accept me in Joliet. So the last place that I called out of 25 agencies for homeless people, the hut was the last one on the list, and they just happened to have an open spot. For the first 7 weeks, we weren't allowed to leave the property. Couldn't even go to the store for a pack of cigarettes or anything, so yeah. We had to get the staff members to go to the tabagie to get our cigarettes because of the reglement with the government and those type of places. They weren't allowing us to leave the property to do anything in case of contracting COVID. And then there's the Visador. I spent 7 months there while looking for a place. The staff members there are good. They tried to help me learn French. A little bit difficult because I felt like they were trying to press the language on me. So I became, little bit by little bit, I was getting more and more shy to speak the language. Well, for me it was, I'd learn one word in French, but then I'd find out there was 4 different phrases for that one word, so I was like, the mentality was going berserk. The reason I left BC is I got into the crack cocaine situation and it became too much of an addiction. I tried going to Alberta to work on the oil rigs. I had to do a piss test. I come back way over normal, so I couldn't get hired on that. I called up my mom because I tried going to Narcotics Anonymous, and I found more drugs in the course of NA than I did on the streets. So I called my mom by payphone, and she just told me, go to a province where you can't speak the language. So I hitchhiked from Alberta to here, and I've been here a little over 21 years now, and it's been that long since I've actually done any crack cocaine. But then I fell into the speed. On my last birthday, a friend of mine bought 3 bottles of vodka. I remember drinking the first bottle, but not the last 2. I got back into doing speed. And yeah, due to the fact of having a reoccurrence like that, and the amount of money that I spent on it, no, that's rent money for a month. I have no limit. Like for me, I used to consume 100 pills a day of speed. And for $5 a pill, and for the amount I consumed every day, no, that's a month's rent. I've been a year sober on that. I got my goals and my steps that I need to take to straighten out my life and try to get back on my mom's good side. Gotta keep mama happy. I'm actually enjoying being here in Quebec due to the fact that I'm not back on the crack cocaine. So yeah, because if I go back west, I'm gonna run into all my old friends and I'll wind right back in square one, and that's something I don't need. Well, I'm 48 years old and it's time to sit down, relax. The party life's over. Being homeless, you don't know the situation. You're always looking over your shoulder because there's other homeless people where, like when I was in Alberta, in Calgary, I seen people get stabbed and people get shot just over something stupid. And living on the streets, you don't know the type of people that you're going to be around. You don't know what they're consuming. Like I knew one guy, Helgi, he was a heroin addict. And he actually stabbed somebody because he thought that he took his brand new pair of shoes. So and that's the type of person that you wind up meeting on the street sometimes. You don't know what they're doing. And yeah, so in a way, to be back on the streets, that part scares me. Because I don't know the type of people. I know there is some agencies that the Hood has offered me to go through to help with that type of a situation, but I refused. Because my grandpa brought me up where if you have a problem, you deal with the problem yourself. You try not to get assistance to a certain point. So in respect of my grandfather, because he was an old person, he was brought up the old ways, like he was from Ukraine originally. So he brought me up to where if you can't do it on your own, then you get the help, but at least try to do it on your own first. So I've been trying to keep away from as much assistance as I can get. Aid Home, it gives me, like with me and Conrad, we go for our walks. I enjoy the walks because it doesn't, there's times where I feel to go back to consuming alcohol, and I know if I do, then I'm gonna wind up back on the drugs. Because for me, when I drink, like the last time I drank, I blacked out. I don't remember starting the speed, but I woke up with speed in my pocket. So with Aid Home, me and Conrad, we go for our walks. It keeps me from reframing to thinking about going back. Because with Aid Home, they have music, they have other things that they have planned. They were supposed to have fishing expeditions planned. I don't know what's happening with that because I'd like to go fishing. It's something I miss doing from British Columbia. There's Matthew, there's Conrad, because they keep me occupied, which I like doing. I don't like sitting at home because then, like both my roommates, they drink occasionally, and they've offered me a beer once in a while, but I refused. But I don't want the temptation to go back. So no, it's good to get away from the house and have other things to do, keep myself inspired. Right now we're building a storage place for a barbecue that we had built. So it's out of sight, out of mind, and we're gonna have to build an addition on it later on in time. But other than that, right now we're just building the I guess it's like a mini cabano. I've tried to be a jack of all trades. I don't like doing electricity though. Been electrocuted 7 times.